As I was scouring the internet looking for silver related news, one article in particular stood out to me. And this is the headline: Silver, the hot, wild metal that will break your heart. Now, I'm curious why they said it's going to break our hearts. Are they coming from the perspective that silver is not going to do anything? It's going to let everyone down again, that this is a false breakout, this false hype, a false flag? Why did they say that? I mean, the evidence is pointing towards silver staying at these higher prices. So it caught my attention, and I didn't even read past this. I just want to experience it with you live, and we will talk about this. I don't know if you're new to my channel or not. Welcome. My name is Silver Slayer. I post daily silver news, but I've covered articles in the past that have purposely, with bad intent, made articles talking about silver, making the articles very misleading, leaving out context, and they did that with a bad motive to try to push stocks or whatever. It's always an article where the person writing it is more on the fiat side of things, if you get what I'm saying, with bad intent, and I expose those types of articles. But who knows? Let's just see what it has to say. First and foremost, though, if you want to purchase some of this shiny stuff, send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. If the audio isn't synced with my lips, I'm sorry. That happened the past couple of videos, but hopefully it is fixed now. Link to this article is in the description. Silver's wild ride, $50 or $20, plus updates on Sierra Madre and Semlar Scientific, a couple of companies. 50 or 20, I mean, that's a massive gap, and it's comfortably sitting above $42. So I'm going to put the cat among the silver kittens with this article, but needs must. Silver's at $41. It's going great guns. It's a weird way to speak. I think it goes to 50, possibly a lot higher, 200 even, but it could just as easily revisit 20. Now, no. It's a lot easier for it to go higher now and a lot harder for it to go lower now since we broke past resistance barriers. If it would have banged its head against maybe like $33 and it's sitting around there, then maybe you could make this claim. But silver broke above 40. It's at 14-year highs, and the lows, the support levels, are still way higher than any type of 14-year high we've seen. Last time silver went to 42, it went to 50. So it's not as easy to go to 20. It's actually a lot harder. It's more likely for it to go to 50 than for it to go to 20. Could it go back to 20 before it goes to 50? Yes, of course. But when it broke past 40, or even I could say 37, instead of it being harder for it to go higher and easier for it to go lower, the roles got reversed. It's easier for it to go higher and harder for it to go lower because there's no resistance barriers anymore. We have broken out of that psychological barrier. We broke past the resistance levels needed. So remember this: it is silver. If it can let you down, it will. Silver's like the hot, wild girl with whom you had that incredible night shortly after leaving university. You may well never forget her, but spend much more time than a month with her today, and you will find yourself drained both emotionally, financially, needing therapy, be it physical, psychological, or spiritual, for many years to come. She is not wife material. I get what he's saying, but for someone who's new, that hasn't been around the block for a while, you might believe this. But for the majority of me stacking silver since 2014, 2015, the average price for me has been around $15. With silver at $42, you could see how much that statement doesn't make sense unless you just started stacking. And even then, silver's up like 40% this year alone. So unless you have the expectation of silver hitting like $200, then this fits. But if you're just looking at it realistically on how well it's performed over the past not only couple of years, but even the past year, over the past couple of months, that statement doesn't hold true. It's already done. But a lot of people do have these unrealistic expectations of silver, holding it to this narrative that it's going to hit thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars. So there are many reasons to own silver, but be clear why you own it and don't own it for the wrong reasons. I do believe this. This is a very, very important claim. I always say, before you buy silver, understand why you're buying it. Because if you don't understand silver's true value, and even more importantly, the dollar's true value, you're going to end up selling it. And always, always at a loss. Most people buy high, sell low. They buy when all the hype is there. They sell it when there's a correction or a dip. And they sell it when it dips because they don't understand what's giving it value. They're just basing silver's value off of a number, off of the spot price. But if you understand silver's true value, no amount of fiat can equal or value an ounce of silver. No matter who says that price tag is worth what is irrelevant, because the coin's value is the 1 ounce of silver inside of it, not the price tag. And then when you look at it beyond the price right now, price is the greatest tool of misdirection, then you start to see, okay, even if it is down right now, it's going to go back up. So silver is not the same as gold. Yes, it was once a monetary metal, though its main purpose was as a medium of exchange, not as a store of wealth. Just as gold's main purpose was more as a store of wealth than a medium of exchange. Central banks, institutions, and individuals still use gold as a store of wealth today. Not so much silver. Yes, some of us have silver coins and bars. There are the ETFs, but silver's nothing like the significance that gold does in this respect. It's starting to, though. Russia just added silver to its central bank buying balance sheet. Russia just did that. China, India, America, even Mexico nationalizing silver, keeping it for themselves now. Billionaires, countries, banks, you name it, people are catching on. So this is a scary part right here. Meanwhile, silver's role as a medium of exchange is long gone, nor will it come back. And I don't know, we've already been bringing back the gold standard. Silver is legal tender now in how many states? Like 4, 5, 6 states now. So no, that's already not true. Not in our lifetimes, at least. That's already not true. It already is. We do not use cash anymore. Not to any significant extent anyway. Digital is the prime means of exchange. Yes, it is. But silver still is legal tender again in several states in the United States of America. The gold rushes of the 19th century did for silver. In 1850, most of the world was on bimetallic gold and silver standards. The UK and Portugal were only major nations on a pure gold standard. Fast forward 50 years, and by 1900, the only country on a bimetallic standard was China. The increased supply of gold ended silver's role as money. So silver remains a beautiful, captivating, magical metal with a plethora of uses. Demand for silver will only increase as we make more mobile phones, computers, batteries, medical devices, solar panels. Current mine supply is not meeting demand. The market has been in deficit for 5 years, meaning above ground stock, mainly from recycling, is running low, bubbling under the surface with the extraordinary paper to physical ratio of 360 contracts for every physical ounce of silver, meaning every ounce, this ounce right here, 361 other people theoretically think they own this same ounce. Just peg 361 people have a paper version of this coin, but who actually has the coin? Who actually has the ounce of silver? Me. If you can't hold it, you don't own it. Those other 361 people, it's just a number on a screen. You might as well invest into stocks. The whole point of silver stacking is taking control of your wealth. So, I think that's important to take note of. So, there is always potential for a huge short squeeze as dealers scramble for physical metal to honor paper contracts. This happens occasionally, hence why silver has such a historically spiky chart. More on that in a moment. But it's worth noting that short sellers have been covering aggressively since July, with the number of shorts reduced by 45%, hence the rising price. But note, from 54 to 29,000 contracts, many of the shorts have already covered. But its role as money is not coming back. Don't be under any illusions. This means historical ratio between gold and silver, 15 to 1, is unlikely except on a spike. Now, he's wrong. He's wrong. I'm going to show you. Okay. States where gold and silver have become legal tender: Utah, Louisiana, and Texas. This was written September 2020. There's a couple more states now. West Virginia, March 8th, approved Senate Bill 502, exemption of sale tax on bullion coins. Went into effect July 1st, 2019. Hold on, let me get a better article. So 11 states accept gold and silver as legal tender. Yeah, 4 months ago. It's 11 states now. What states have made here? Here we go. Gold and silver legal tender. Here shows all the states: Wyoming, Utah, Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, Tennessee, West Virginia, Indiana, South. All of these states, gold and silver is legal tender. So this guy probably isn't a silver stacker to the degree that I am, that knows what's really going on, the ins and outs. He probably is aware of the world of precious metals. He's probably maybe even been a silver stacker. He doesn't keep up to date like I do. He's not doing hours of research every day like I am. He's not interviewing, the guy that made a lot of that possible. I interviewed, what was his name? Uh, it was Sound Money Defense League. What was his name? Man, that was a good interview. But the guy that he goes state to state trying to pass this, trying to promote gold and silver's legal tender. Interviewed him probably 2 years ago. Now he goes into silver's spiky price. The price action of silver is unlike any other metal. In the 1970s, it meandered around $5 and suddenly exploded to 50 as the Hunt brothers tried to corner the market. We all know the timeline. If you don't, just look at a chart. 1980, $50, 2011, $50. In between all of that, it really hasn't done much until now. That's the gist of it. Seriously though. So I get what he's saying. There was a couple of things that maybe he's just not in touch with, which is understandable. Not everyone is researching silver for hours a day like I do. This isn't his job to do that. So, and I still, even with these 11 states that have brought it back, I still get what he's saying. It's not going to be like it was back in the day. We are moving more digital. Everything is Bitcoin ATMs, mobile banking, the swipe of a card. It's all, I get what he's saying. But, you know, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Shelby from Chillseeker, she is about to hit 1,000 subs. And when she does, she's giving away a massive painting that she did. She's a professional artist. She's gonna sign it and she's giving it away. She's making another video on Charlie Kirk right now, making a deep dive. She's actually gonna do a live stream in the next couple of days, so you guys can kind of get to know her more, be able to speak individually to her. She always responds to all your comments as well when you guys leave comments. But yeah, she's killing it right now. She's been on top of things, always working, trying to get better, taking my advice. I'm trying to help her kind of get into the groove of things since she's a newer channel. So yeah, she really appreciates you guys a lot. Every day she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm at 900 now." Like always telling me and telling me comments that you guys have been leaving her. It's really cool. I appreciate it because she really is working hard, and giving away something like that is incredible. I don't even know. That thing is that I'm going to show you a picture actually of this thing. This is what she's giving away. She's giving away this to a winner. She's going to sign it. She painted this. So yeah, super cool. Go subscribe. Super cool person to support. Super, super, super nice as well and talented. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys later today or tomorrow. I'm making a Charlie Kirk video as well, a very, very deep dive. So yeah, so much information is coming out. I'm just gonna make one big video on it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American medical experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.